welcome to Shooting the Shit with Vicky. It's Monday, July 7th. And yes, I'm ish out the wa-ish. And I was just drinking something and it was sparkling and it was coming out of my nose and my ears and my eyes and I'm choking. And that's no excuse for being ish. Oh, I hate that that's in the shot. We won't let that be in the shot. So, 5:30. And I wanted to check so that I could see, hi Karen, what the name of the shows were that we binged this week so that I could share them with you. And of course, now I can't remember what they are. So I'm going to be flubbing through. Let's see if I can. Seems like there's like a dark ring around my head, or is that my eyes? I don't know what that is. Maybe it's me. There's a dark ring around me. Is it my aura is dark? Hi, Carol. There's much to share, and I'm late. With this time, I legitimately think I have an excuse. Who is that? Dot. Hi, Dot. Greetings to you. I think I have a legitimate excuse today because I discovered something. Hi, Carol. Just about a half hour ago that is going to be a game changer for me and maybe for some of y'all. Hi, Pia. And I'm very excited about it. I'm going to wait till we get a little further in so more people can join us. I am still in my workout clothes because I had intended to get on the elliptical prior to the show at about 3 o'clock, and I did not make it because I got caught up in a hack, you know, just kind of looking up things online, doing things online, and it took so much time. Hi, Esther, and it's crazy, but I'm excited to share something with you that I learned that is really huge for those of us on Facebook. And who do Facebook Lives. Oh, thank you. Is that Laura? You know, for some, my eyes are, my bangs are long. My beloved hairdresser, Nicole Venables, would not do my cut and color until right before the wedding. And so I have to wait till another week and a half almost. What's today's date? I guess I'm getting my hair done this weekend. Am I? I don't know. I'm losing track of time. The wedding is in 2.5 weeks. Oh my goodness. And I was determined that I was going to lose all this weight before. So I got down I reached a low that I haven't hit in a while because I've been this weight for like 2 years. And I finally got to a little better number on Thursday, Friday, what was the 4th of July? Friday, and then we ate like idiots on the 4th of July, and then again the next day, and sushi yesterday. So yeah, no, and I haven't been on the elliptical, and I haven't been working out at night. I've really been like, the only thing I've done for exercise this weekend is I've played ping pong, and I'm going to talk to you about that. Oh, Pia, you're so kind. I'm struggling to get internet. Oh no. I can hear. Let me know you can hear. Yes, I can hear you, or see you, or whatever the hell that is. So anyway, it's been quite the struggle. I was on this medication, and we were doing all this traveling abroad and eating crazy food, and I got to this weight that I have never been before, and it's just horrific. And hi, Tova. I know the wedding is just around the corner, and I am not going to be the fat mom. Samantha's future mother-in-law is, she's normal size, she's good sized, and she looks lovely and beautiful. And I want to be good size. I don't want to be the fat mom. Hey, there's the fat one. Because that's how I feel. I feel enormous. So anyway, I will be on the elliptical after the show. Please, God. Pooh. And I will be doing my workout tonight, and every day between now and the wedding, I was doing really good. I was getting on the elliptical every day for 48 minutes. I was working out every night. And then the last 2 weeks, I've been very sporadic. Hi, Tony. I feel like I haven't seen you forever. Chop liver? No chop liver there, chop liver here. So anyway, where was I? So yeah, I'm struggling with this stuff. And of course now I have sciatica again because I've been sitting on my ass too much. Yesterday we did absolutely nothing. We were in our pajamas until 3:45 p.m. Oh my God. We just were bumps on a log. We did nothing. I did nothing productive yesterday. Nothing. I didn't work out at all, did I? I don't think I did any exercise at all yesterday. And yeah, just awful. And you're still sick. Oh no, Tony, I'm so sorry. And I haven't checked in on you. I apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. You're so. Do you have the COVID? Oh, I hope not. What's going? What do you have? You knew you had time to take a shower. Yeah. Well, you and I were showering at the same time then, Jan, because I just got out of mine. So anyway, there's so much to tell, and I don't even know where to start. It keeps telling me that people are watching over and over and over again. I don't know why it does, but at least I'm seeing the comments. Was it last week or the week before when I couldn't see the comments? And it was such a bummer. Such a bummer. I hate when that happens. It's great to do nothing. Yes, it is. Sometimes it's great to do nothing. There's a place in the valley where they wrap you and you can lose up to 10 pounds. I heard Barbara Streisand goes there. It's water weight, but I'm just saying, I think all that stuff is crap. Snuffy and I once went and got our stomachs frozen, ass, stomach, hips, thighs frozen. You lay in this thing and they put this cold thing on you and you lay there for like an hour, 2 hours. It did bupkis. It's supposed to like shrink the fat cells. It did absolutely nothing, except cost a lot of money. I don't believe in it. Oops, I just screwed that up. Sorry about that. I don't, yeah, I hope I didn't screw up the, no C word, just the summer crud. I'm sorry, Tony. Hi, Andrew, you're back. Good to see you. So in any case, last week I tried these drops that my dermatologist gave me. Oh, have you seen this? Yeah, there's this. I have mystery things all over me. I have a weird one on my leg. And did I mention that last night there was a Scorpio 2 feet from my feet, from this Scorpio's feet? A scorpion. Now, it was a baby. It was only this big. And and Snuffy's sitting on my other side. I'm like, get a shoe, get a shoe. And he's like standing there going, what? And I'm like, get a shoe, get a shoe. And he's just standing there. And I'm like, get a shoe. And, because it started to move. And then I thought, oh my God, if it gets under the couch, we'll never catch this little thing. And they're like kind of white-ish. And it was on our white rug. And I was like, holy shit. And we've had 2 scorpions before, both babies. One was also about that size in the garage. And then a teeny tiny, itty bitty one in the hallway about a week after that. Now those were 2 years ago. 1, 2 in a 2-week period, and then we never saw one until now. So of course I get on the internet. Don't go on the internet. What does the internet say? The internet says that if you see a baby scorpion, then that probably means that the mama is around because the mamas carry the babies around. And so, and there might be a nest. Could you imagine a nest of scorpions in my house? And I'm like, we have to call. So I immediately start looking up wild game pest getters. And we had a rattlesnake. 3 weeks ago? I don't even think it was 3 weeks ago. A rattlesnake in the back there, on the other side where we don't go, but still. And the guys who were cleaning outside got it. It was on like this. Oh, somebody sent me stars. Who sent stars? Thank you, Andrew. I'm going to read the comments as soon as I finish this story. So they took the rattlesnake and they walked it down the hill, but they left it there, and both Marta and Bob and all these people who were around said, no, when you see a rattlesnake, you got to chop its head off if it's gonna come back. And they did the humane thing and just took it down the hill. And we did not do the humane thing with the scorpion, because as soon as Snuffy got the shoe, it was splat and gone. And oh my God, I am a Scorpio, and scorpions scare the shit out of me. So we read about it, and it turns out these baby scorpions that are native to Los Angeles are not deadly. They can sting you, and it can hurt. And if you have an allergic reaction, then it could not be pretty, and things could get serious. But unless you're allergic, it's not fatal. But who wants to be bit by a scorpion? You know, and I've got like these strange itches and things, and I'm like, oh my God, what if I was stung by a scorpion in the middle of the night and I didn't know it, and that's what's itching me? And we've got spiders and snakes and coyotes, and God forbid, poo-poo, we got the coyote light things that go off in the middle of the night, and they're around the property, and poo-poo. So far, that's been a good thing. But now we have these guys coming tomorrow to do what they do around the outside of the house to protect us from scorpions and all that stuff. And then they'll do something in the house, but we have to leave for like 5 hours so that it's safe for Rufus and us to return. So we're not doing that tomorrow. But I would have abandoned the house for 5 hours tomorrow. I would have done it today to make sure. And then we've also got moths in the closet, and we've done everything to try to get rid of these moths. You know, and Snuffy keeps telling me, we live in the country. We don't live in the country, but we live in the woods. We live up here in wooded area, and this is the price we pay for our privacy. You know, when we're out there and in our house, people can't look in, and unless they had binoculars, and there's only one house, they really need binoculars. So we have all this privacy, and it's wonderful, but in return, we have all this wildlife. And I'm a girl from New York. No, not snakes, coyotes, scorpions. No, no, no. I don't want these things. Rodents. We had an owl. I loved our owl, and he had a nest. She had a nest, and there were eggs. And in a torrential rain 2 years ago, the babies were killed, and the eggs fell to the ground and cracked, and you could see the little teeny tiny baby owls and the little eggs, and they died, and it was very sad. And once the nest was gone, the owl was gone. But I always felt that the owl was my dad. That's a long story. I almost read to you guys today. We were talking about reading from our books, and I used to read from Don't Jump every month at Women Who Write, and it was really wonderful. I loved doing it. It connected me with the audience, with whoever was listening live in the room and out in Facebook land with these parts of my life. And because it's extremely autobiographical, even though it's a fictionalized memoir. And I was going to read a little chapter about the 4th of July, but out of context, I would have had to explain too much and blah, 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 blah. And then I didn't have time to read it through. And I thought, I'm going to fumble and stumble and So I'm not reading it today. But I'm going to read. I'm going to read, maybe next Monday, I'll read a little bit from the book. And I think it's good practice to get into reading a page or two during the shows. Because I like sharing that part of myself with y'all. Some of you have read the book. It's called Don't Jump, Sex, Drugs, Rock and Roll, My Fucking Mother. And if you haven't read it, it's a good read. It's a good summer read. It was the #1 summer read when it came out 10 years ago. It's 10 years. Oh my God. Only in LA. It's an activity to get your ass frozen. Well, not only in LA. I don't think it's only in LA. Hi, Crystal. Crystal, I need new earrings. I've been wearing, oh God, I forgot to put my feathers in. I cannot believe it. I always wear my feathers as soon as I get up in the morning. And I forgot to put them in because I just showered and I was rushing. I need new feathers, Crystal, so badly. We have to get together. Uh-oh, I'm turning my thing. So who else is saying something? Yes, the exterminator's coming tomorrow. Snakes, oh shit, I keep hitting the thing and it keeps, Snape yeah, snakes, scorpions, oh my. Wait, where are the comments that I was up to? And spiders, yeah, snakes, I know, it's horrible. You have vermin. No, actually, we've had those too, and got rid of those. Yeah, we have those up here. So what's the cooties on my forearm? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know how I got it. We went to a ping pong tournament at Paula Poundstone's house on Saturday, and I was wearing a black sort of thing with, you put your fingers through it, and I came home and took it off, and I was bleeding, and I'm not sure how that happened. I have a lot of cooties going on. Bears and lions. Well, actually, in Montrose, there was a bear in the neighbor's backyard about a block away, and we've had a mountain lion up here. And as a matter of fact, we had a pet sitter staying here who's an old friend of mine, and Snuffy and I were out of town, and our Ring camera went off, and we looked, and we saw a mountain lion in the camera, like along, and she was ordering food from Uber Eats, and we warned her, hey, you know, like, don't be outside and be careful and all of that. And oh my goodness, a mountain lion. Yeah, we had a mountain lion. So lions and bears, yeah, all of it. No tigers. So long as your doorbell doesn't play the theme from Green Acres, you're not in the woods. Well, I don't know about that. I keep losing my place. No feathers, I know. Never in my 38 years of living in SoCal did I ever see a scorpion. They belong in Arizona. Arizona and Southern California. They're around up in the hills here. Oh, thank you, Esther. Thank you for saying you loved my book. That makes me very happy. So anyway, yeah. So wildlife, lots of wildlife, and yeah, oh yeah, so Ma's in the closet, and we've got those Bug MD, you know, little sticky things that you put in there, and you know, those only get the male, grown males. They don't get the little larva that like makes the whole, and I'm telling you, I don't have any wool. They eat my cotton t-shirts. I had a brand new white cotton t-shirt that I hadn't even worn yet, holding right here. And I can't tell you how many of my things have little moth holes in them. It's just horrible. We've got this wonderful big open closet. But so the only way you can get rid of moths in your closet is you have to take out every piece of clothing, and you have to have it either dry cleaned or hot wash it, or in our case, we could put it in black trash bags and put it out in the sun, because it's so hot here that one afternoon in the sun and anything in there is gonna, and then when the closet is empty, you have the exterminators come and do all the cracks and all the blah, 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 and they say they can get rid of them. I don't know, you know, but in order to take all the clothes out of the closet, we have like a huge walk-in, it has no door, it's just this big space, and both of us are like very bad about getting rid of things, and we got rid of a ton. We've got rid of probably 20 garbage bags filled with clothes after the fires, and gave stuff away. And I still have so many things I have not worn in forever and that I need to get rid of. And it's just, you know, because you always think, oh, maybe that'll come back in style. Oh, maybe I'll be that size again and wear those size 0 jeans. Sure, I will. You know, maybe I'll fit into that again. No. Got to get rid of all that shit. This, you know, even if things come back in style, they don't come back in style exactly the same way. All that to fight moth. Yeah, you got to do a lot. And from what I understand, they are native to Southern California, and it's just a problem here, and a lot of people have them. But you know, I think we had moths in New York too. I can remember getting these machines at Sharper Image. Remember Sharper Image? I love that store. And they had these battery-operated things that you put in your closet, and they kind of made like a little sound and omitted a little, I don't know what, and supposedly killed moths. I don't know. Moths are a thing. They're a pain in the ass. So yeah, we got all kinds of shit going on here. And yeah, so I'll be wearing, there was a really funny we watched some, I don't know, show we were binging, and the woman had moths, and she showed up at a meeting and she had like big holes all over her sweater. It made me laugh like hell. That's not quite. So I have 100 stars from Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. That was lovely to do that. So I'll need Snuffy to come here to give me some more love. Give me some more stars. He's very sweet about that. All right, so what else? 4th of July. So 4th of July was not, oh, somebody just sent stars. Who said stars? Esther. Thank you, Esther. That's very sweet. So the 4th of July was just not something deserving celebration this year. This celebrating America, the people, yes, some of, many of, the country as a country is a shanda, and I am ashamed all over the place to be American. I want to give a shout out, of course, not of course, but I do want to extend my condolences to all the Texans that are suffering from the flood, and all of, oh my goodness, I think the death toll is up to 95 and counting, and it's just absolutely, oh, that's okay, Pia. It's just horrific what is happening down there, and the devastation, and all of the people who lost people, and there were all those campers, those young girls that drowned sleeping in their bunks. Oh my God, just unfathomable horror. But the bigger, not the bigger, but this ongoing horrific, this big horrific bill that was passed that we are not going to feel the effects of for another, year and a half, I think it is. And they're waiting till after the next election so that because they're sneaky motherfuckers, so that people don't quite know what's going to happen to them. I rode with our local Democrats in a blue pickup, and we held signs and flags. I bought no king signs. That's wonderful, Dot. I'm happy that you did that. And did somebody else, I see start 200. Yeah, I wanted to thank whoever did the stars. Yes, but I think I have. Andrew and Esther, thank you. We did not do activism other than to use my social media platforms to speak out. I've got to do more. I want to do more. This bill is terrifying what it is going to do. It is going to aid a handful of billionaires and give them tax breaks and fuck over the lower class so badly, and the middle class, no doubt, as well. The whole Medicaid thing is just despicable. ICE. Our Snuffy went to get a car wash today for the first time. I think I told you last week. Snuffy's driving again. It's really exciting. He hadn't driven for, I think, 3 months, and took a driver's test to make sure that it was safe, to make me feel better more than anything. Passed with flying colors, did great. And so he's been driving again. I was driving everywhere. I had only put less than, I think, 3,000 miles on my car all last year, because Snuffy always drove everywhere, because I have a little Honda Civic and he has a really nice big car and really comfortable, luxurious car. And so we were always in his car, and he was always driving, and I only drove if I was taking myself to acupuncture or something. Other than that, never drove. But we've been using my car until now, and Snuffy's car has just been sitting out there, and it's covered in muck. My car's in the garage, not because it's a better car, just because it's the only one that fits in there. They said this was a 2-car garage. It's this big. And I have a tiny little Honda Civic, and it barely fits in there. Now, granted, we built storage along the outside walls so that we could put stuff, but no way 2 cars were ever going in that garage. Thank you. Anyway, it was time to take his car to the car wash because it's out in the elements. I finally talked him into buying a cover for it, which after the first day he will never put on, guaranteed, but maybe I will. Because his car just gets covered in smush all the time. Certainly right after a car wash, it would be nice to cover it. So he went to the car wash, and it was closed. Now, we don't know why, but I'm going to assume it was closed because of ICE, because so many businesses are closing because the workers are not showing up at work. And I know people whose housekeepers aren't coming to work, whose gardeners are not coming to work. Now, this is a very luxury problem for the people who workers aren't coming. It is not a luxury problem for the people who can't go to work. This is an alligator retention center down in Florida. Oh my God, he's got these people down there, and there's alligators, and there's all kinds of dangers to them. And you know what they're gonna do? Somebody was saying today, they're gonna put them to work, but they're gonna pay them like $1 an hour. They're gonna keep them. They're not gonna deport them. They're gonna keep them and put them to work, and then they're gonna starve them out and keep them in these dangerous environments. Oh my God, it's just so. Anyway, so Snuffy went to the car wash. It was closed. So he went to this other one where you just drive through and they don't like do anything. They don't vacuum. They don't wipe it down. And he came back and it was still covered in all this schmutz from the outside. And I'm assuming that it was because the workers at our car wash did not come to work because of ICE. You know, these ICE people, they show no qualifications. They have no identification. It's probably all the guys from January 6th. The Proud Boys and all those crazy lunatics. Yes, we have a monster in the White House, and I just can't even imagine how we could possibly survive another 3.5 years with the damage that is being done on a daily basis. Completely overthrowing our democratic system, our Constitution, our judicial system. It's just absolutely terrifying. And what it's doing to people one-on-one. And I guess today he put the tariff forth with the 35%, whatever it is, 50%, I don't know what it is, with Korea and Japan. Is that what he did today? And the stock market just tanked again? You know, yeah, it's just unfathomable that this man, I can't even call him a man, that thing got voted into, well, I don't believe he got voted into office. I think he stole the election. I can't get started on all this shit again because I'm going to get crazy. But in any case, I'll move on. So July 4th, there wasn't a lot to celebrate as far as America goes. But we had a family celebration because any holiday is an excuse for us to get together and eat together and play some games and swim. And so, Samantha, I decided to put on a bathing suit. Snuffy and I swim all the time, but we swim naked in the morning or in the early evening. And nobody can see us because, God forbid, we don't want to hurt anybody's eyes. But we swim naked, and when nobody else is around. And whenever the kids are here, I don't swim because I don't put on bathing suits. I did wear bathing suits in Hawaii when we went last year, and at a couple of other places that we've gone. Yeah, Musk and the third party. You know, just all that insanity. So I did put on a bathing suit. I used this self-tanner stuff and some body makeup to just make what was showing look a little less horrible. And we saw John Fogerty at the Hollywood Bowl. You know, Teresa James and Terry Wilson, very good friends of ours, their son and son-in-law play with John Fogerty, and they were there last night. Hi, Snuffy. And Snuffy, are you going to send out the roux? So I heard the John Fogerty show was great, and they are the rhythm section, the bass and drums for Fogerty. And I heard it was a wonderful show last night, and what a great night it was for it at the Bowl. Beautiful evening last night. I'm glad we didn't go because we barely got out of our pajamas. As I said, we only got out of our pajamas because I secretary a meeting that we do on Zoom at 5 o'clock, and so had to be dressed and have a little bit of makeup on for that. But we were right back to sloughing when it was over, when the meeting was over. In any case, so yes, we had the kids over, and Marta made, I didn't barbecue for the first time on the 4th. Marta made enchiladas and guacamole, in which she is great at, and Harry wanted pizza. We had pizza from Mulberry Street, which was great. I had gotten Snuffy a key lime pie from Susie Cakes. We had, do you know those ices that come, there? It's fruit, frozen fruit inside the fruit. So a coconut shell, and inside is a coconut sorbet, and a lemon with lemon inside, and orange with orange inside, and grapefruit with grapefruit inside. Anyway, oh, that has to be, is that snow? Oh, Pia, thank you, Pia. You did send stars, thank you. But anyway, so we had boxes of those, and the kids swam. I put on a suit, I swam. Well, I got in the pool anyway, and it was lovely. Harry played one game of ping pong with me and kicked my ass, because I was prepping for this. We had gone to, Paula Poundstone has a biannual ping pong tournament and party, and you know, a bunch of people come that don't play, but there are a lot of people who do play, and they come year after year. And we had gone a couple of years ago. I've been going for about 10 years, and usually I'll go a round or two and then I'm out. And we went 2 years ago, and we loved it so much that we came home, and Snuffy bought a ping pong table for the 4th of July for our house, and we played for like a year, almost every day. Snuffy and I played like crazy. I played with the kids. It was wonderful. And then we went to Paula's about a year ago, and I came in maybe that was the time I came in second in the tournament. Oh, who sent 200 stars? Thank you, Snuffala. I don't call you Snuffala ever, but thank you, Snuffy. So anyway, I came in second. It's doubles, and our team just lost by 2 points. And we got the table, we played, and then we didn't go to Paula's last year because it turned out that we had COVID. I guess that was a year and a half ago. And then the one in the summer, I can't remember what happened. We didn't go. We haven't played ping pong. You know, once the fires happened, we stopped going outside. We didn't go outside until a few weeks ago. So the entire January, February, March, April, May, no going outside. We didn't start going out till June. And didn't play any ping pong. Didn't play any ping pong for the few months before that either. So this year I was at a big deficit. So I played one game with Harry. He kicked my ass. And then I had this wonderful partner, JT, at Paula's on Saturday night. And I warmed up just a little. Here he comes. Come on, Rufus. Hurry up. Hurry up. Rufus, come here. Come here. Everybody's waiting for you. Come on. Come on. Wait, he's getting distracted. Rufus, you usually know exactly where. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come around. Come around. Come around. Here he comes. Here he comes. Come around. Come around. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Okay, sit. Sit. Oh, Rufus knows you want to say hello. Thank you, Snuffy. What a good boy he is. Snuffy, if you leave, he's going to run after you. Snuffy, where'd Daddy go? It's dinner time, isn't it? And I know you want to go. I know you want to go. Rufus, say hi to everybody. Say hi. Rufus was a crazy maniac this weekend. Were you crazy, Rufus? Because there was a lot of company around, and he loves the kids, but we had other company around, which I'll tell you about. Do you want to go, Rue? Do you want to go? They can't see you here. Come back here. Here, you know what? I'll give you a cookie. I'm going to give Rufus a cookie so he'll stay with us a little longer. Let's see. Let's see. I can give you a cookie. I'm going to give you a couple little cookies. Okay. I'm going to give Rufus some cookies so he'll hang out with us a little longer. Okay, you got to come back here to get them. You got to come back here. Here. Come back. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Get the cookies. Get the cookies. This is how I get Rufus to be on the show. Okay, here you go. Okay, cookies, Rufus. All right, was that good? Sit now. Sit. Do you want to go? All right, I'm going to let Rufus go. I'm going to let you go, Ruth, because I'm going to talk, okay? He's staying, though. Here he is. I think he thinks there might be more. Thank you for the stars. Thank you, Andrew. Okay, what did I miss while I was doing that? Thank you. Oh, Andrew's sending stars. Everybody's giving, thank you, Pia. Everybody's giving love to Rue, I see. So Anyway, so we had this lovely time with the kids. We played, I was on ping pong. Anyway, we also played phase 10 with the kids, which was great. Will was here too, which was lovely. Samantha and Tristan, probably the last time we'll socialize with them while she still has the name Abelson, which is freaking me out in a whole different thing. And so then I had this lovely partner at the ping pong tournament. His name was JT. And the first game, you know, we kind of kicked ass. And but I had, we were playing against a man and a woman, and the woman was lovely, but not a great player. But the guy had like crazy English, and because of the way we were set up with the doubles, I was always hitting the guy's thing. And JT, better player than me, was always hitting the woman, which, you know, I wish I would have that way. But I hit some good shots. We did well. We won our match, yay! And then the next round, we were playing against these two guys, and of course, the one guy who was a ping pong shark was the one that was hitting to me, which we should have done the opposite. And I got a couple of really good shots in, and we were winning, and then I ended up choking at the very end. I like the shark guy was serving to me, and I lost like 4 in a row, and that's it, we were gone. And I felt so bad because this JT was so nice, but he was great because every time we made a point, he would do this little victory dance. And so the second game, when we won a point, people were like yelling out, "Do the dance!" So we had to like do the dance. So it was that was very fun. And I didn't know, I only knew like 2 people at Paula's, which is unusual, maybe 3. And usually I know a bunch of people. It was a different kind of crowd, and other friends of hers that have come, but I had not met before. And lovely to meet JT. And but I find that since COVID, I am different socially than I used to be. Did I talk about this last week? You know, I just find that I avoid social engagements. I used to go to like 3 screenings a week, and I'd bring like Crystal with me or other friends, and I would go to house parties and clubs to hear musicians I know play, and just all kinds of things. I was going out all the time. I was also on Tinder for a year. But in any case, when COVID hit and I stopped going out, now that we go out again, first of all, we don't go out very often at all. And when we do, I don't feel socially comfortable anymore. It like takes me time, and it's just not the easy thing it used to be. I used to host Women Who Write in my house, 50, 60 people at my house, the last Tuesday of every month, and all of this stuff, and workshops in my house, and it's just different. Now everything is on Zoom. Everything I do is on Zoom, and I feel really comfortable on Zoom, but not so comfortable in real life. Is anyone else having that? She's choosing to, yes, she is changing her last name. Your daughter kept her maiden name when she got married. More women are doing so. Well, I don't know that more women are doing so now. I think that I kept my name, I hyphenated my name the first time. The second time I kept my name until I had children, and then I changed it. And then my birth certificate got changed. They took off the Katz. I was born Vicky Katz. I became Vicky Keats for business, and as an actress first, and then for business. And I changed it on my Social Security card and stuff, but I didn't change my birth certificate. I didn't legally change it. And when Harry was born, it was like, what's your mother's maiden name? And it was like, okay, is it Katz? Is it Keats? And it got all confusing, and I had to like legally change my name to Vicky Keats Abelson, but the judge put it on my birth certificate, which is so weird. In any case, Samantha is becoming a lawyer, and she is going into 3rd year of law school, and she's got a gig, already, and she's already working there, and she has been for a few years. And in fact, Doug Imhoff works at her firm, and it was just announced last week that he's going to be teaching a course at USC. And Samantha found out today that she got that class, and she also got to meet and speak to Doug. She works at Wilkie, where he works. But in any case, yeah, she'll be taking the bar next year. And I guess it turns out that for lawyers, if they want, once they take the bar and their name is given, if you want to change it, it's a big damn deal and it takes a lot of time and it's very difficult. So rather than waiting till they have kids or any of that, she decided to just take his name now. And I gotta tell you, for me, it's the only hard part about her getting married, is I'm really kind of freaked out. I took Abelson to have the same name as my kids, and I kept it to have the same name as my kids, and now my kid isn't gonna have the same name anymore. And it's just weird to think of going on Instagram and seeing Samantha Capel. Wow, she's been Samantha Ray Abelson for 27 years. This one's tough for me. The name thing is tough. They're doing this beautiful thing at the wedding. They're having a non-denominational woman, marry them, someone they are very fond of and respectful of. And she sounds wonderful. And she's doing the 7 blessings like they do it in Orthodox. Tobin must know about this in Orthodox weddings. And so I have been blessed and asked to write one of the blessings for them. And I also found out that I'm going to be doing a toast to the lovely couple at the reception, albeit a short toast, but I will. So I've got a lot of writing to do. So I actually did write a couple things for the blessing, and I started to think of what I could say for the toast. It's got to be different, right? I'm only it's like less than a minute for the blessings, and I'll probably just do a minute or 2 in the toast. But God, that's a lot of pressure. And, you know, there's been some wedding stuff with the seating charts and where, you know, my people are going to be seated. And I don't have a lot of people coming to the wedding. It's mostly their friends. And we have a very small family here. And what family we have isn't in California. And the traveling, all of that. So anyway, it's going to be mostly their friends. And then Gabe's family, my family, the Capel family, and then the rest friends. And so I don't know what I say to a bunch of hipsters and lawyers. It's not like I'm talking to like my tribe. So anyway, it'll be interesting to write that. I don't know how I got off on the wedding. We're not, so Snuffy and I went shoe shopping. Did I tell you this? We went shoe shopping last week. Because I have my outfit, I have my earrings, I got a backup pair. I can't believe I forgot to wear my feathers today. Thank you, Jim. And I got a backup pair of earrings. I told you guys about that. And then I have the blingy thing, because I have a very plain navy blue one-piece jumpsuit with a chiffon little jacket, and very blingy here, blingy at the waist, big piece of bling here. I'll be wearing bling here, and maybe here, and here. I have a big fake bling for here, maybe better than this. And so I wanted blingy shoes. I now have 4 pairs of bling shoes. So 2 are comfortable and very low heel. And also it's supposed to be a chunky heel because we're gonna be on grass. So not supposed to do the pointy heel. But there are heel covers, but I've heard those are kind of a nightmare. They can ruin the shoe. Anyway, this wonderful woman, I think I told you guys this already, found these covers. Anyway, so I've now got 4 pairs. Who just sent me stars? Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. So this, I have 4 pairs of shoes to choose from. And then, of course, the nicest pair are like this high. I think it was last Sunday. I must have told you guys already. Well, I got the 4th pair that I had ordered that I had wanted the most. And they're the coolest looking, but they're not comfortable. And I think I got to go comfort, right? And I have navy blue shoes, but no, I need the bling. You need the bling because when you're walking and your bottom lifts up and they can see your foot, nice to have the bling there. And I'm thinking, Tina didn't tell me, and this is like the old color, the funny bunny, but this is like this pine white. Do they look different? I don't know. This one's a little whiter. And I don't know if I should do this. I used to wear navy blue nails, but I don't think so. Or I'm thinking now like really shiny, blingy silver and put like little stones on my nails. What do you think? Is that crazy? I just thought of that today. I might do that. And I'm having somebody curl my hair. I'm not going to wear it like messy curls like this. I'm going to do more organized curls. And I'm going to do my own makeup. What do you think? I'll do it better than this, though. Not that much better. And so I thought it would be really nice to wear false eyelashes, which I never do. I bought these pair of very, very minor lashes just to give me a little bit more. And I got them like 4 years ago. I still haven't figured out how to put them on. I also have this thing, this tape that you can put in the back of your neck and do this, right? You get like that neck lift, and then you look like 10 years younger. But I've never been able to put that on successfully myself either. Silver and bling, yes. Okay, yeah, I'm thinking the silver and bling will be nice with all the silver and the bling thing that I'm going to be wearing. I wish they had run. So Craig sent me, my stylist sent me these nails that are like, like Cynthia Erivo wears, and they were all like really silver bling, like all the long. I don't know how they go to the bathroom. I don't know how Cynthia Erivo goes to the bathroom. Anyway, so we covered all of that. What else? And, okay, so now up for this week's binging. And I have to say, I couldn't remember because we're kind of lost at sea. We did finish Squid Game. And I know when I reported to you guys last week, we had only watched the first and maybe the second episode, and I wasn't into it because I said it doesn't have any heart. And what made Squid Game so special was the emotional connections that happened, and especially the lead guy. Well, it turns out it comes through, and I loved this season of Squid Game. And I thought it was really terrific, and I recommend. You have to put up with some violence. I feel like it wasn't as violent, or maybe I'm just kind of anesthetized to it after the first 2 seasons. But yeah, I really loved the new season of Squid Game, and I recommend it highly. Snuffy and I tried watching 2 of the top 10 shows on Netflix currently. One is called, oh God, I can't remember. It's oh God, Blood something, Blind Spot. Ooh, I came up with it. Blind Spot. We watched like 3 episodes, and it seemed like it was going to be good. And it turns out it was a network television show, and it just has that feeling. It's just kind of, it just didn't work for me. It was kind of bland acting and bland story and just bland. It was just too bland. It wasn't dark enough for me. So after 3 episodes, we kind of abandoned that. And there was another one about zombies that's also in the top 10. It's called The Revival. No, there's something. Ew. Anyway, it's about zombies. It's about people coming back from the dead or something. The Revivers. Maybe it's called The Revivers because they come back. Anyway, we made it through 1 episode of that and tanked it. But it gets a really great review on Rotten Tomatoes, so maybe we'll give that one another try. On my own, I watched the 4 seasons when I was on the elliptical. And I really hated the first 2 or 3 episodes and thought, this is really bad acting. Steve Carell, Tina Fey, wonderful actors, and I just thought it was shit. And I did get hooked because I watched it through. Every time I got on the elliptical, I was watching it, and I did watch all the episodes. And it did grow on me. I can't say that I respected it myself for watching it in the morning. It's still, I don't think very much of the acting or the writing or any of it really. But I did start to like it more, and they are doing a 2nd season, I just found out. Do I recommend it? Only if you're on your elliptical. I also started watching Just Like That, which, okay, I loved Sex and the City. I was an avid Sex and the City watcher, lover, adorer. I loved all the guest cameos. I loved Samantha. I loved all of them. Kristen Davis kind of gave me a pain I couldn't locate, but she's always annoyed me. But the rest, Cynthia Nixon's fabulous, and Sarah Jessica Parker is wonderful in it. I loved Big and Aiden, just loved it. And watched in real time all those years before the binge, before there was a binge. And I know Michael Patrick King, he came up with Gabe in the comedy world, and I know he's a very talented guy. Sex and the City, great. And just like that is just one big piece of shit as far as I'm concerned. Just from season 1, just awful acting. All right, other than Sarah Jessica Parker and Cynthia Nixon. Samantha's gone. She was fabulous. I'm so sad she's not there anymore because she was always wonderful. Kristen Davis, more obnoxious than ever. All of the new characters are awful, and there's no chemistry with the regulars. None of it works for me at all, and hated season 1 of it, watched it anyway. Watched season 2, hated it. Watching season 3, I'm in, I don't know, the 2nd or 3rd episode. It's awful. Even Aiden is awful. It's just awful. But of course, I'm going to watch it anyway. I can't even watch it on my elliptical because it's on Max, and I don't get Max on my elliptical unless I watch it on my phone. But, ew. Okay, so now I've saved, we like to watch random movies that might be exciting and thrill. We love thrillers. We love British, just like that. We love thrillers. We like horror. We love adventure, good adventure. So last night we watched, by the way, The Fugitive, which we watched months ago, still at the top of the creme de la creme. Last night we watched Air Force One, and I really didn't remember it, neither did Snuffy. And I gotta tell you, from 10 minutes in until the last moment of the film, spectacular. It only scored like a 77 on Rotten Tomatoes. I do not understand why, but man, we loved it. So I really recommend, if you're looking for something really fun to watch, you know, we got into the whole popcorn movie thing after F1, which is spectacular. Air Force One, yay, it's really great. Ann Archer, Harrison Ford, and the bad guy is Gary Oldman, and boy is he bad. It's fabulous. And the guy from that Robin Williams movie about defecting that I just forgot the name of. Anyway, great. And then we started last night, very late, Clear and Present Danger. The Jack Ryan ones aren't as exciting for me, but hopefully it'll be good. And then the next one we'll watch is, now I can't remember the name of that one either. But anyway, we're on a Harrison Ford binge. And okay, so now for the news I wanted to share, and I wanted to wait till more of you were here. And actually, we're smaller now than we were before. I waited too long, maybe. But here's the deal. I do Facebook Lives, as you know, like this is. And Facebook let us all know about 3 months ago that they were going to take down all the live videos to save storage space. Now, let me tell you something. Back in the day, you needed storage space because in order to save a megabyte, you needed this, you needed room. To save gigabytes, you needed warehouses and airport terminals. Now, it fits on something this big. There's no such thing. It's the most ridiculous thing. That's just crap that they need the space. So I'm not buying that. And why live videos? Anyway, they're taking down all live videos because they really want to discourage people like me from doing things like this because they think we're making money. I mean, the stars, this is brand new. I just started getting stars, in the last 3 or 4 weeks. I never made a penny from anything. All of this putting out there has been done, I've done to be of service and to be there for you. You're there for me. We keep each other company through the pandemic, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, and I've been doing Game Changers for years before that to be of service. So in any case, which did start out as a radio show and then a little TV show, but there was never much money to be had there. And then it just became being of service. Anyway, so they gave us all the opportunity to have 90 days to download all our videos, which I had bought the little backup drive, and I've been doing it as I go, but not with shooting the shit. And I'm like, do the shooting the shits really mean anything after I do them? They only really matter now with their current. You know, you're not going to want to watch one 3 years from now. It's not going to mean anything, the shows I'm watching or what's going on in the world. It's like the news. It's like reading an old newspaper. Nah. So I didn't really care about those, and I didn't care about downloading them and uploading them. But I just decided recently, why not put them up on YouTube? You know, I'll put them up there for a while. I can take them down, but I'm going to keep them. But I wasn't really worried about downloading them. I wanted to make sure I downloaded all the concert footage I took, because whenever we were at a show, as you guys know, I always go live and share the experience with you guys. And so I don't have those. It used to be that when you shot a live video, it would automatically download on your iPhone. Facebook stopped that about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. So now when you do a live, it doesn't go on your phone. You have to go through the whole process of downloading from Facebook. You lose quality. It's all crazy. But anyway, I don't have any of that live footage of any of the concerts we saw. Now I have it here, but I don't take photographs or anything. And, you know, I have like Jeff Beck right before he passed away, and some of the footage, you know, some crazy footage. I can't believe I forgot earrings that I really wanted to keep. So Facebook makes more money off the stars than other people. Of course they do. There's no doubt about it. But I have to say, I think last month, they sent me almost $200. Not much of it was from Stars. Some of it was from Stars, but they're also now paying me pennies for the reels that I do, and a few other things they pay for. I don't know. Mostly reels, I think they pay a few cents for. In any case, it added up, and it's not money, but at least it covers some of my internet expenses of, you know, the Zoom and the Restream and the, you know, all that stuff that I have to do to keep this stuff going. It doesn't nearly cover the cost, but you know, at least it's something. In any case, I got all the things downloaded onto a hard drive. I bought this hard drive, and I finally did it over the course of about 5 days, a couple of weeks ago. And I guess they must have given us an extension, because they haven't taken the live videos down yet. With my luck, as I'm speaking to you, they're taking them down right now. But in any case, what's really upsetting about losing the live videos is, yes, you can repost them from the downloads, you can upload them again and put them. I have them, they exist. But all the likes, all the comments, all of that is gone. And so I Googled today, how long do I have till Facebook really takes down the live videos? And I found this video on YouTube of a guy who also does live videos, who found a workaround. And I was like, this can't be real. And I watched his video, and it turns out, so here, this is for anyone out there who does live videos. There is a way to, he called it social proof, how to keep your social proof for your lives. And what you do is, you go to where you posted your live video, and you have all your comments, and you have all your likes, and you go into edit. And then, you know, if you want to change a photograph, if let's say you have 2 copies of the same photograph and you want to swap it out, but you want to keep the comments, you can go in, and there's a little X when you go to edit your post, and there's a little X over the photograph or over the video, it turns out, and you click that X and it goes away. And in its place, you upload your downloaded version of that live show. So now it no longer counts as live, but it keeps all the comments and all the likes. And what's even more miraculous is it keeps the same link. So all of those live shows that I have sent out, you know, I have them on SoundCloud, and they'll say, here's the link to the video. Those will all still work. Now, do I have time to get it done before they take them down? I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna have time, but I'm gonna try this week to get as many done as I can of the really big shoes, like Bradley Whitford and Eric McCormick, and you know, just the crazy shows that were live that I would love to to keep. I have one Women Who Write that had something like 75,000 views because I was writing for an online newspaper at the time, news magazine, and they promoted it. So yes, 75,000 people were watching live. You know, you want to keep that stuff. But I'd like to keep the engagement, the social proof on all of my shows. Am I going to have time to do it? I don't know. I'm going to see if I can get an extension from Facebook to keep my lives up, to buy me some time. And am I really going to sit down and do this? I mean, it's a full-time job, but it would be worth it because it's a lot of years' work. It's not so much for the shooting the shits. That's not important, but the game changers are really important to me to keep. So, so many amazing guests and all of your comments and all of the love I want to keep. So, in any case, that's enough out of me. I've been yakking for an hour with my back hurting and sciatica, but you're worth it. I love you. And please share that live video. Yes, won't lose anything. Now, that's only, it's only great if I have enough time to get it done. I wish I would have known this a month ago. I really do. And hopefully I can save things. What's the search to social proof? The secret to social proof, Gina, is that when you have a live video, you go into edit, you go to the video itself, you click the X, it goes away, you upload the downloaded video, it is no longer alive, and it keeps the same link. There you go, that's the hack. So I love you all. Remember, there's no Game Changers until the middle of August, taking Game Changers off for the summer, the beginning of the summer, until the wedding and everything. But I will see you next Monday. I love you all. I hope you have a safe, happy, healthy July 7th week of July 7th. And thanks for hanging with me. And I'm so happy that we had our exchange. God, that one show when I couldn't see the comments was crazy making. So happy to have you guys back. You're welcome, Gina. Well, have a great night, everybody. And I will see you soon.